Have you ever looked in the mirror and noticed small changes in your body, wondering if they're just a normal part of aging or something more? As men grow older, physical transformations begin to emerge. Some are obvious, others more subtle, and some can even be detected by scent before they become visible. These changes are not random. They are clear indicators of how the body adapts over time. One of the most unexpected signs of aging is a distinct scent that often accompanies older individuals. This is not about hygiene or cologne choices, it's something that happens at the cellular level. Over time, the skin undergoes biochemical changes that lead to the production of a compound called non-enol. This substance forms when fatty acids break down due to oxidative stress, creating a scent that some describe as slightly grassy, waxy, or even like aged paper. Unlike typical body odors caused by sweat and bacteria, non-enol clings to fabrics and lingers on the skin, making it difficult to wash away with regular soaps. Many men begin producing non-enol in small amounts after the age of 40, but by the time they reach their 70s, the scent becomes more noticeable. Richard, a 74-year-old retired engineer, began to realize that his shirts held onto a particular smell even after washing. His granddaughter once commented that he smelled like books and wood, a surprisingly common way people describe this odor. Initially, he assumed it was his cologne or laundry detergent, but after switching products with no change, he understood that his skin itself had developed a new scent. While non-enol production cannot be stopped, using soaps designed to remove excess oils, eating antioxidant-rich foods, and washing clothes with baking soda can help minimize its effects. Another physical change that becomes more apparent with age is an increase in abdominal size. Even men who have maintained the same diet and exercise habits may notice that their waistlines continue to expand. This happens due to a natural decline in metabolism, loss of muscle mass, and hormonal shifts that make fat storage easier, particularly around the midsection. Since muscle burns more calories than fat, losing muscle leads to a slower metabolism, causing excess calories to be stored in the abdominal area. Frank, a 76-year-old who had always been lean, started noticing his belly protruding more while his arms and legs appeared thinner. He initially blamed it on aging, but what was really happening was a redistribution of body fat. Studies show that excess belly fat in older men increases the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. Unlike fat stored elsewhere in the body, abdominal fat releases inflammatory chemicals that can affect everything from blood pressure to brain health. While some belly fat gain is inevitable, strength training, a high-protein diet, and limiting processed carbohydrates can help prevent further accumulation and maintain a healthy body composition. Not all body parts get larger with age. Some, like the calves, actually shrink. Many men don't realize this change until they notice their legs looking thinner than before. This muscle loss, known as atrophy, occurs as testosterone and growth hormone levels decline, reducing the body's ability to maintain muscle mass. Additionally, older men tend to become less active over time without realizing it. Even those who walk regularly may not be engaging their calf muscles in the same way they once did, especially if they no longer run, jump, or lift heavy objects. Robert, a 75-year-old who spent most of his career on his feet, always had strong, well-defined calves. However, in his late 60s, he started to notice they were getting thinner and weaker. Climbing stairs became more difficult, and standing up from a chair without using his hands felt like more of a challenge. He initially dismissed it as a normal part of aging, but the truth was that his muscles were shrinking due to inactivity and hormonal shifts. Losing muscle in the lower legs isn't just a cosmetic concern, it affects balance, increases the risk of falls, and can make mobility more challenging in later years. The good news is that resistance training, activities like calf raises, and ensuring sufficient protein intake can slow muscle loss and even reverse some of its effects. While some body parts shrink with age, others continue to grow, and the ears are a prime example. Unlike muscle and fat, Cartilage keeps growing throughout a person's life, and gravity pulls it downward over time, making ears appear larger and longer. If you've ever looked at an old photograph and thought your ears didn't seem as big back then, you're not imagining it. Research suggests that ears grow by approximately 0.8 inches per decade, meaning that by the time a man reaches his 70s or 80s, his ears can be significantly larger than they were in his youth. George, a 78-year-old retired teacher, was shocked when he compared a recent picture of himself to a wedding photo from decades earlier. His ears weren't just larger, they appeared longer and droopier. He also noticed that his earlobes, once firm and rounded, had become thinner and stretched out. While this change is purely cosmetic and not a health concern, it can affect appearance and self-perception. Though cartilage growth itself cannot be stopped, maintaining skin elasticity through hydration, eating collagen-boosting foods, and using vitamin-rich skincare products can help slow the drooping effect. Aging brings many transformations, some gradual and others more sudden. While these changes are a natural part of life, understanding them allows for better preparation and care. Whether it's maintaining muscle strength, paying attention to skin health, or making small adjustments to daily habits, these efforts can help ensure that aging is approached with confidence and vitality. Instead of fearing the process, embracing it with the right mindset and lifestyle choices can make all the difference. Which of these signs have you noticed in yourself or others? Are there any changes that surprised you? We'd love to hear your thoughts, share your experiences in the comments below. If you found this information helpful, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires.